Yep, it's up. Hello and welcome to the finale video of Sekiro. So we can rush straight to the boss. Well, at least let me know when I should rush straight to the boss, but we got 3 mini bosses for a detour. So the first one's over here.
Everyone, forgive me, but nobody would put their life on the line for free. All right? So, how do I make my escape?
Your escape is death. How do I make my escape? Death. Yeah, the one ability I worked on gave for 9 skill points is the floating passage, which includes 4 additional strikes, and shockwaves, which consumes 3 spirit emblems. Fight, monkeys, fight! Blow a whistle, walk up, and then that's when you start singing to yourself. Dance, monkeys, dance! It wasn't over here. Unless it's slightly possible I missed a prayer bead somewhere. Oh no, wait, there's a boss. Now I know where he is. Right now I need the grave. Okay, go to Kuro's room, backtrack a little, and there should be one of those Ashura Elite guys. Goes over this way. No. Which way is the tower? There it is. There's also a chest here now. Black scroll, an old text describing a black mortal blade. In addition to the red mortal blade, there exists one black in color. The blade's name is Open Gate and is said to hold the power to open the gate to the underworld. It is through this power that it creates life. I beseech you, make offerings for the dragon's blood. Ow. Remember, the red eyes fear fire. One down. One down, two go. Mini boss number 1 defeated. 2 more mini bosses remain. Now, if you were to go through the sculptor's entrance, the place will be blocked off. But you'll notice that the bridge has been repaired. Common enemies dying, giving 21. New game plus 4, they give 600. No, that's new game plus 3. Alright, how much do you guys give on new game? Holy. 662. New game plus 3, they give you 1,850. Ow. We'd want to make sure I had no use of the camera angle. Shigekichi up the red guard, mini boss number 2. Now normally any of those drunkards I fight, they spit out poison. What do you think this guy's gonna spit out? Sumo Stomp. He's got fire, you must be drinking fire wine or something. Mini boss number 252. This is also a good spot to farm fulminated mercury. Oh, here's what I was doing for an hour and a half or so last night on New Game Plus 3 to get my XP farm. Archie's no longer here. I wonder what happened. If you completed his side quest, there you go.
Good sir. How are you?
What's wrong?
Oh, it's bad. Well, as it turns out, I'm in a bit of trouble again. Well, those government bastards. I made them an offer for them to look the other way, you know. And they weren't as amenable as I'd hoped. They took it all. My money, my stock, everything. But Kotaro drove them away, at least. Right, pal? Oh, the big guy's fallen asleep.
Yes. He's sleeping soundly.
Please, don't make that face. There's nothing for you to be sad about, good sir. Oh, that's right. Good sir, I stowed away something good. Something just for you. My last piece of product. Interested?
The promissory note.
Oh, thank you. And, about that product, I hid it in my underwear, so it might smell a bit ripe. Sorry.
I don't mind.
And with that, I'm all sold out. Time to close up shop. But you know, I'm not completely cleaned out. I still have this 1 cent. I'll take this 1 cent and turn it into a mountain of gold. Oh, and when that happens, good sir, please come back to buy something.
And now he's dead. Kitty, kitty. Is that it? Now these guys have red hat. As for the strong attack, they jump on your head and crack your neck. As long as there's send to be earned, the business will carry on. Yeah, don't worry that the merchant hid that promissory note in your underwear. I'm sure the smell would go away. There you go, that's what they need. VR for senses of smell. We still have the optional boss Owl to deal with. But what we're going to deal with right now, coming up, is optional boss number 2. Grab these items and do a bit of dancing. Careful where you fire that cannon. Don't want to go set buildings on fire now, do you? Oh, those red boxes are gunpowder boxes. Like, Three enemies, and a giant. Oh. Yeah, I kind of figured. So you got a flamethrower, sweet. Probably a latency issue. Yeah, I've had some buffers earlier. Yeah. Dude's like, you will not jump over me. Okay, fine, I'm moving on. I'm a bit short for my next level up. That would help. Or I could lose it all. Who shot me? Okay. Asshole. This totem actually teleports you. Meet optional boss number 2, the Demon of Hatred. All right, we'll fight him. We'll fight him as soon as I get my level up. Since I don't feel like losing a bunch, I want to show you just how annoying this boss is, and if I feel like he's annoying enough, I'm just going to do the cheese. Flat cheese. There we go. Well, I got plenty of sand to buy. Let's see if I can make any upgrades before I do anything. Sculptor's gone, but I can use the stump to do some upgrading. Leaping flame for the spear. Purple fume spark. Suzaku's Lotus Umbrella. No idea. All he saw was fire, so all I can assume is maybe he became the demon of hatred.
So,
Nobody explains what happened to the
Central Fort
sculptor.
Yashina, maybe any more.
Let's buy a few of that. Sure, I'll buy confetti.
Until
But you go this way, normally you go left. The stump is burned off, so you can't use it as a grappling. Let's pick up Shinobi Eye. Alright. Time to fight the demon of hatred. Or die a couple times and then cheese. Behold, it has 3 health bars. Got a nice big AoE shockwave. Now, the only tip I've read when it comes to this boss is fight it like a Dark Souls boss. And stay up in its ass. Yeah, he had a missing arm, so that's probably what happened to him. Because it looks like a prosthetic arm. Yep. Makes sense that it's a sculptor. Now that I think about it, it does make sense that the Demon of Hatred is the old sculptor. When you were asking about what did the Buddha show you? Fire. Nothing but fire. Ow. Not even on phase 2 yet. Fire also does clip damage, so you cannot block it either. And when he does that leap, run like hell. Oh look, I'm out of healing. One bar down, 2 to go. He's immune to damage for a while because he's transitioning. So you block it or deflect it, still take clip damage. You've been stomped. I throw fire at you now. Now I'm good. So yeah, then there's a third phase apparently. Alright, now to show you what the cheese is like. First of all, we gotta make sure he comes over here. There, now he's over here. He'll be stuck over there. So what you want to do is now this. If you can climb up to the watchtower, jump up, climb up, and make it to this roof. This is what a speedrunner uses for tactics. Run right here. It has to be right at the last second. In other words, you don't perfect parry, you perfect dodge. Or I should say perfect jump. If you can't do it, well... Okay, aim for that spot. Nope. As you're falling, you have to leap into the air for that extra momentum. So right here. Damn it. Come on! Now, the reason you don't want the Demon of Hatred here is because every attack he does will shatter these buildings. And theoretically, these buildings are not meant to be climbed on, nor is that wall. Takes a while. It took me, I think, 20 minutes after I got sick of running into a brick wall for an hour or two. Now the timing is that because when you're running, the game short stops you from running off a cliff, and what you want to do is do a running sprint and jump, kind of like a super jump in Super Adventure Box. But that's easier said than done. Right about here should be this. Damn it. I try to press the buttons, but sometimes the inputs don't listen. User input error. Please report to your nearest CEO of controller making. Run off and jump! There we go. Now to perform the cheese. Now, sit right here, hold the guard button, just to make sure, and just wait. And watch him. Come on, move over. Come on, just a little more. Bye-bye. One-armed demon prowled the battlefield consumed by flames of deepest resentment. Rewards a memory and some lapis lazuli. Yeah. A man who failed to become sure instead became a vessel for the flames of hatred. As fate would have it, he was bound stubbornly to this world. It wasn't until he became a demon that he was finally able to depart for the next. Now, whenever you hand over a drink to the sculptor comments about that Shura. What? You'll understand one day because Ishin cut his arm off. Dead. Alright, now if I want to increase my attack power just a little bit more for the final fight, I'm going to need to take care of Owl at the Harada estate. And let's see. Alright, so I easily got at least an hour for a while. Let's see where 15 minutes takes me. Alright, Mortal Kombat. Round 1. Fight! Test your might. Mortal Kombat. Hello, Daddy. Sort of. Problem is, it requires precise camera angle. You have to lock him into a wall and then beat him to death like the one enemy I tried killing before. It would be like right about here, and you'd need firecrackers, and you gotta lock him in here. Gotta kind of do it like this. I couldn't even perform it, and what I did is I basically killed the enemies and came back because I was a little stronger. As you may have noticed, I got a few more attack power, plus 1 gourd, and increased the health. But basically, that was after I killed, let's see, the True Monk, the Divine Dragon, the Demon of Hatred. So that means I have plus 3 more attack power, which means my overall damage is significantly improved. I have a bit more health. And... Alright. Like I said, give it about 15 minutes, otherwise we'll move on to the truth. So all I'm missing out is on plus 20 attack power, apparently. Well, plus 1 attack power, but it increases my strength by like 20. And supposedly it caps out at 15. Or I farm 5 skill levels and make up the difference. Since I no longer need all skill points. So there are options. I still think it's funny that their way of attack power is up to a certain point, plus 20. Up to another point, plus 8. And then plus 4, and then plus decimal 8. Ow. Your fireworks are hit too hard, old man. But it's also dependent on the RNG algorithm. You want them to usually do is thrust attack for the Makiri counter, or you want them to do his overhead swing instead of his sweeping slash. You get the right algorithm, you're good to go. Ooh, nice. Fireworks. My fireworks don't do that much. If anything, they do less. A pittance.
What a fine specimen! And show you this all about true power!
Now, in most cases, when I'm trying to block, it's either a block or a parry. Now, if I was to use Kuro's Charm, you have to rely on perfect parry, because what's going to happen is the game registers if you've done a block or a parry. If it was a block, you take flip damage. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not interested in that one. I can't perfect parry. I can block. Where'd you go? New Game Plus, they encourage you to be extremely aggressive or slowly dwindle away the vitality bar. Because in New Game Plus, you recover posture slowly, and enemies recover posture faster. You know, I'm trying to get the lock on, and the game's like, lock on? Nah. Wait till you get stabbed in the back. That's even better. I tried dodging, but the game's like, nope, you pressed R1. No dodge. But I pressed the L1, damn it. No, you didn't. Same with the McCurry counter. Instead, I just almost ran right into that. So between the enemy's attack algorithm, you also got to rely on A, your own algorithm, and B, that. But you also got to be like, I just want the controller to agree with me. I mean, I pressed the button. I should be allowed to press that button, right? Uh-oh. And I can press auto attack all I want on Guild Wars, like it or not. I'm gonna press 2 at some point. Overhead swing and disappear. Interesting. It's like you knew I was going to go in for those extra hits. Dun 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 dun.
Defeated by my own son. Not entirely unpleasant.
And there you go. Foster father confronted in his old memories was a man in his prime. And there's the purification ending if I want it. Al took in a hungry cub on a whim and raised him as a shinobi. The process was so engrossing that he hoped every might enjoy a true battle to the death someday. He got his wish, if only in an old memory. No, I only need the one. Immortal Severance, which is the base ending. This is just extra. Oh, I got them posted. Yeah, I did Dragon's Homecoming. Yeah, there was Dragon's Homecoming, Purification, and Shura. I think I forgot to mention I did send you a video for Purification, which was like 4 minutes long. Oh, the one where he condemned himself? Yep. The dragon. Okay, then you probably missed the first one I ever did, which was Dragon's Homecoming. That was 6 minutes. And that was the one where he basically took on a new master, or at least the kid offered to be the cradle for Kuro. Yeah, he backtracked. You'll see it's on the 6-minute track. There we go, I just want to get my level up. Yeah, go ahead, it's only 6 minutes. If you want, it's only 6 minutes. I just gotta go kill this next mini boss, which is a big spear, and this is gonna take me a while. Yep. Alright. So, next spot I'm supposed to go to is... No, it's not that. Here. Oh, that place is blocked off, so I gotta go this way. This way, right? Yeah. Alright, mini boss number 3 time.
You killed them all. I did. Good. We will begin when Lord Yamishiro returns. We will revive Ashina together with the Dragon's Club. Yes.
I think I need Genshin sugar for this. Yep. That's a nice way to get screwed over when the game auto-targets you to some enemy that's near death. There we go. Getting better at that. Forms a Makiri counter, counters with a sweep. Yeah, I was pressing the damn button too many times. The game's like, nope, you're not allowed to perform the Makiri counter this time. So screw you, game. we go. Come on, do it again. Good riddance. Final mini boss defeated. Okay, what happened, but to explain it, what happened was the child here basically asks if there's anything, I guess, she can do to help. I'm going to assume she at this point. I don't know. Or non-binary, so they. Anyway, so basically it's like, okay, go find a scroll. You hand the scroll to them, and they are like, okay, please now go speak to the high priest, as I do not know what to do. The high priest is dead. You grab a note, give the note to the priest, and they're like, so grab us 2 persimmons, 1 dried and 1 fruit, and I will consume them, so that way I become the cradle for the dragon. And instead of giving me rice, you'll get fine snow, because rice that glistens like snow. So then they are already prepared to become the cradle now that they've consumed both visceras of the serpent. As a result, they also became blind. So fast forward, with the frozen dragon tears given to you by the child, you give them to Kuro as long as the dragon tears, and what happens is Kuro, or you should say the dragon's spirit, is now resting as a cradle, and now the shinobi and the divine child are making a journey back home to return the dragon. In other words, it doesn't make sense, and you have to do a bunch of hoopla. But the moral of the story is Kuro survived, it's just reincarnated. So think of, 1 is reincarnation, 1 is betrayal, 1 is a person dies, and 2 is the other person dies. In a nutshell. Alright. Oh, in other words, we helped the girl become a woman. Final prayer necklace. The 7 spears of Ashna were pivotal to Ishin's coup. He awarded the lance to none but his most loyal samurai. Yet now only a few of the 7 remain. Yeah, and I killed them all. There we go, our health is maxed. Yeah, basically she became the... Yeah, she became the cradle, so basically you delivered her a dragon after consuming the viscera. I think I got it. Yeah, these. Yeah, she basically eats both of these. They look like persimmons. Alright, time for final boss. Dun 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 dun.
Kuro. Shinobi of the Divine Heir, we meet again.
Behold, the second mortal blade.
Genichiro. If you think you can change Ashina's fate with such a thing, you are mistaken. Wolf. No one has the right to the dragon's heritage. It is no one's to bear. I wish there was another way.
It's all right. One last time.
Yes. Let's finish this.
Alright, so he's going to open up with the Mortal Blade attack. That's pretty easy to dodge, and you do not want to waste anything on him.
I will restore Ashina to glory.
Oh look, he's only got one health bar.
I will not allow Ashina to be crushed.
Dodge that. Dodge that. Dodge that. Parry these. Next. I made Genichiro my bitch.
I was powerless, but Ashina will rise once more. The dragon blood surging through her veins. With this, Ashina's long night comes to an end.
Oh good, I don't have to kill him. Oh.
Pitiful grandchild. This was your last wish.
Remember the old man Ishin? This is his younger form.
Ashina returned from the great beyond. Which means Sekiro. I must destroy you.
He's got 3 phases.
Sekiro.
Oh, and say hello to 3 health bars. And that does clip damage, so don't try and guard it. Phase 2 is basically Blade Sworn, although we may as well call him Spear Sworn. No knock a dud about that, but do I listen? No. And I was stunned, so I couldn't perform a Mikiri. Stunned. Stunned. That would help. Phase 2.
Now my blood boy. Make me
Jump up. we go, got him poisoned. Remember how Bladesworn has a 5-bullet cannon? The pistol? He's got a spear he wields in one hand, sword in the other hand, and a little Maclock pistol. That's like a revolver. Alright, I hope you've been practicing lightning reversal. Phase 3. Now this is the part where it's slightly on an elevated climate because of the flowers in the field. So I get screwed on this occasionally because I try to do a lightning reversal and I end up jumping to the ground. Let's see, how am I good here? Yep. Oh, he's also got those spear slashes too. Come get me! At this point, I'm used to that freaking stupid-ass spear attack that I can jump it. Where he's a freaking sweep. And twice I wanted to get catch the lightning on that one, because that would have been good. Ow! Stunned! Have some lightning. Have it more. Hit me again. I need that. Lost momentum. That's why I tell you, you can get into the momentum, but then they're like, oh, you think you're good now. Third one, you get shocked, and you're like, screw you, game. You know I had it. And that's why I call it bullshit on occasion. Screw you! And this is why I save all my resurrection items. The irony is he was ready to do another lightning reversal. The camera angle just because you're against the rocks.
Do it!
At his peak, Ishinashina devoted himself to the deadly conflict and the pursuit of strength of a single-minded killing machine of a man. New ability learned, Dragon Flash. This is pretty good. Now basically, what I did is saved over here, and that's how I got the endings, because it's like, oh, I can take a break. But now I don't need to.
Wolf,
He was laying here this entire time. I only give him the dragon tears for this one.
Take the dragon tears.
my sworn shinobi. Now. Sever these ties of immortality.
I think it is best that you have this. No doubt, the day will come. When a shinobi arrives, seeking strength.
And now I'm the new sculptor. Trophy earned, Immortal Severance, and Platinum Trophy obtained. Alright, let's go see if whether or not... nope. Because we gotta interact with the statue for... Since we got some time, let's check out the gun. Reincarnation ending is basically nobody dies. Oh, I forgot to read that. Oh well. So yeah, now you unlock Changed Form for completing the game. Oh, total amount of time, 65 hours. A little over 65 hours. Yep. Alright, let's see what these gauntlet strengths are like. Some of these give unique rewards. So these are kind of like Hollow Knight's Pantheon system. Complete all 3 to unlock the ultimate Pantheon, which gives you no reward whatsoever, but the gratitude of fighting more enemies. Supposedly this will give me an outfit. One-on-one extraordinary. Defeat at any point will result in a failed attempt. Attack power is not tied to its strength in the real world, and quick items and use will be replenished upon reality. Okay. Oh, so it's one at a time. Oh, look, I have to kill that for Shura. And the question mark is actually the inner versions of these boss fights. Let's see what one of these has looked like. It's still the same. Tools, emblems, all the same. Okay.
Let us begin.
Yeah, 2 of them unlock a cosmetic override, and the other one unlocks a combat ability. But apparently Shura is probably one of the best looking outfits. I still think it's funny. She's got enough strength to throw a frickin' shinobi in the midair. Someday I would like to fight a demon.
I cannot let a Shura roam free.
I think out of all the bosses I fought, I like fighting Emma as a surprise. Now imagine if you could actually play as her as a joke. Like, this boss theme has a nice, sad, but true ending to the vibe. Alright, well, move me on to the second one. Well, given that you get a history lapse of the overview, I think Shura might be the true ending.
Shura, I never did to kill your pilot.
Possibly. Only reason because they give you a historical context from the Sengoku era. That's pretty much my only reason about it. I could be wrong. But the true endings could either be Purification or Shura. If we're being realistic. Now the better question is, do I have to fight all of them leading up to that point, or is it a check marked? No, you gotta rest, and if you fail, you have to restart it all over again. So in other words, rest, continue, fail, go back. But basically your reward for that would be the Sure outfit. This one supposedly gives you combat art, and this one gives you the Tengu outfit. And all these bosses you see right here, the game will be like, oh, you like all these bosses? Well, the final one will give you all those bosses to fight at once. But supposedly Divine Air, there's an inner Genichiro, inner Owl, and inner Ishin. It's also interesting, you look 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what the inner variants of those bosses are is much stronger forms of their primary. Reflection of strength, like a combat tutorial. But yeah, there's Owl, and then Inner Father, Inner Ishin, Inner Genichiro. But that basically tells you how many bosses are in the game. Oh, I know what I can do. May as well do this since it's got a bit of time. So this, you're in for a little treat. What happens if you defeat Genichiro in the tutorial? Just because, why not? But officially, I have done Sekiro. New item called Kuro's Charm, and what that does is enemy damage increased by 30%. Well, I don't know what the numerics are, but that's pretty much what they do. Ailments, you're twice as likely to suffer them as quick. Enemy health and posture is increased. Enemy posture is also recovering a lot faster. You need to perfect parry in order to take no damage. Blocking, you will suffer a 25% of that damage as clip damage. And your reward for all of this, remarkable increase in difficulty, plus 20% increase in skill experience earned. Yeah, Mortal Severance without any hoopla. And he becomes the Buddha, or I should say, the new sculptor.
Loyal word for you. No, right. There's this Lord. I want you sick. You know, I will.
No.
I see.
Don't give him the charm. It's not worth it. Not unless you get to New Game Plus 7 and you realize, okay, this game is still too easy for me at New Game Plus 7. Then you go to New Game Plus 8 because the difficulty doesn't increase anymore, and hand them the charm afterwards. And if the game is still too easy for you, then use Demon Bell. Dragon's Homecoming is the secret ending for Shura, but I think it's mostly related to. Yeah, Dragon's Homecoming. Basically, the way they put it is Purification is good ending, Divine Severance is true ending, Shura is bad ending, and Dragon's Homecoming is secret ending. But to be fair, honestly, I think the true ending is either Shura or Purification. A bad ending may as well be Immortal Severance, since Sekiro dies and that's the person you were sworn to protect in the first place. And technically Kuro is still alive, even at the ending of Shura. Just all your friends are dead. Alright. Behold. Defeating Genichiro.
You face Genichiro Ashina.
Yep. Yep. I know, I'm just showing it for amusement. Well, I mean, after dying even in the tutorial, and then when well, to be fair, when I lost, it actually made sense. What didn't make sense is how you lost an arm instead of you put the rest of your torso. It's like, oh, I only lost my arm and that's it. But it makes sense why the plot would do that, because if you remember, who was the white ninja carrying the kid out? If you remember that part. Oh, you'll see. Either way, I guarantee you this guy was the one that threw the frickin' shuriken. And he's a dick. There you go. Special cutscene. Looked like you were going to get stabbed through your chest, instead you lose your arm.
A shinobi know the difference between honor and victory. The divine heir is coming with me.
As for the person who threw the shuriken, there he is. So in a way, that's why that ending makes sense whether you lose or not. Alright, we are completely done Sekiro. Therefore, thank you for watching and goodbye.